Hi everyone, I am Dr. Michelle Eckler, Supervisor of Technology for Teaching and Learning with the Waterbury Public Schools, and today I'm really excited to share with you an awesome new feature that Google just dropped for us. Gone are the days of having to use appointment slots in your Google Calendar, and instead you can actually set up a customized booking page that will allow you to have different booking types for anybody that you want to be able to book an appointment with you through your Google Calendar. You don't have to have any kind of outside service to help you do this anymore, and it looks really professional the way Google has it set up. Let's get started. All right, so here I am in my Google Calendar, and the first thing you're going to want to do is activate your appointment schedule. You might already have it activated. You won't know until you check your settings, but Google didn't automatically activate this because they are still allowing people to access the Google time slots if you prefer them. So you're going to click on this little gear icon here, and you're going to click on Settings. And this is going to bring up all of your calendar settings, and you're just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And here it says appointment schedules, preview the new appointment schedules that will eventually replace appointment slots. You can click here to preview if you'd like. We're not going to do that because that's what this video is all about. But you're going to click on this button here, create appointment schedules instead of appointment slots. Now, if you already have that checked, Google may have switched you over, or you may not have realized you did it. But either way, you want to make sure this box is checked. Scroll all the way back up and click your arrow to go back to your calendar. Now that you're in your calendar, you want to get started by creating your first appointment type you want people to have access to. So I'm going to go ahead here on Monday, and I'm going to click as if I'm going to create an appointment. And instead of creating an appointment, I'm going to go here to appointment schedule. This is going to allow me to create a new appointment schedule. If you already had a type of schedule set, let's say you created 30-minute meetings in your calendar already, you would be able to add availability to that schedule. But we're actually going to start by creating an appointment schedule first. So leave this radial button checked and click continue. Now I'm going to start by adding 15-minute time slots to my meetings, to my calendar. So I'm going to click here, 15-minute meeting. And then you're going to want to change the appointment duration. So in this case, I'm going to make this 15 minutes. And now let's say that you need to figure out when you're going to have this time available. Now you can set it to every day, all the same time, and it will work around your calendar for you. Or you can go ahead and just say certain days. So for this one, I'm going to say that 15-minute meetings are only on Mondays, and they're from 8 to 11. That's when I have those available. You're going to next want to go to the scheduling window. Nobody likes last minute meetings. I like to require that people schedule their meetings at least 72 hours in advance with me. You don't have to do that, because if this is a particular time period where you know you're blocking it off, you can go ahead and set it to 12 hours. You can set it to 2 hours. You can just say there is no minimum time. It's really up to you. You have to think about how you want that to happen. You want to set how far in advance people can book these. So right now we are at the somewhere around 60 days until the end of the school year. So I'm going to leave this at 60. And then you can also set start and end dates. So if you want to make sure that only during the month of May you are available on Mondays from this time to this time, you can set this right here by clicking this button and setting start and end dates. I'm just going to make mine available now. You're also going to have the option here to change a date's availability. So if you don't have your vacation time or your holidays already booked in your calendar, you can actually change the date's availability. So let's say I know next week is vacation week. I'm not going to be here on the 19th. I can check that as unavailable. The calendar will also recognize if you have that in the system. So in my personal calendar, I've already set up all of my holidays, all of my time up as being in my calendar. So this will not be available on those days anyway. But for this one, I'm going to set the 19th as an unavailable day to show you what that looks like. Now you're going to click on booked appointment settings. Let's scroll down. If you want time between your appointment slots, you can add this here. Unfortunately, this does not give you buffer time if you have appointments in your calendar already. So if you know you're going to be traveling from place to place, it's best to add that buffer time into those things already in your calendar so that this booking situation doesn't interfere with that, especially if you're driving all over the place or if you're going from one building to another. But when you're scheduling these type of appointments, if these are in-person appointments, you might want that buffer time for travel. So I'm actually going to put 30 minutes of buffer time for travel in here. And then you can also limit how many people can book one of these in a day. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to limit and I'm going to say for this, I can only have two 15-minute meetings in a day. This means that now any given day when someone tries to book this with me, if 2 people book it, they won't be able to book anymore. After that, they'll have to look for a different day. Now I'm going to click next. Now this is where you can actually change up some of the things that happen when people go to your booking page or what happens when they book a meeting with you. So the first is your booking page photo and name. Unfortunately, we are a managed system, so you're not going to be able to change this. However, you can change your photo. Remember, anyone can change their Google photo. So you can put an actual picture of you there if you want people to know who they're booking with. It's up to you. You can pick your location. So let's say if it's an in-person meeting, you want that, and then you require them. You can either specify a meeting location or require your people that are booking with you to do that. Google Meet, if you want it to be a Google meeting, and it automatically generates that for you if it's a phone call, or you can say none because later on you're going to figure out where you're going to have that meeting. Right now you just want people to book that meeting. So I'm going to pick this one as an in-person, and instead of a location, I'm just going to say, please specify when booking. So you can put an actual location in there, but for this one, I'm going to show you what this means when I say please specify when booking. This is for a 15-minute meeting with me in your school. And then this is the booking form here. So you want their first name and last name and their email address. And then I'm going to add an item, and I'm going to change this to a custom item, and I'm going to say location. And I want them to specify the location of the meeting. And you can add as many things here as you want. You can add another item that says you want the phone number as well. So you can actually only add one specific one. So you can have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things here. And it's automatically going to collect first name, last name, email address. Phone number was an option if I wanted it. And then I can add one more thing that I want people to add. They're not going to allow us any more than that. And then the last part is to review your booking confirmation. If you want people to have an email reminder, you can set that. So let's say I want it 30 minutes before, and then I can add another reminder. And let's say I also want it 1 day before. So I want them to get an email reminder that this meeting is happening 1 day before and 30 minutes before, and automatically it becomes a Google Calendar invitation. What we are going to do is click Save. And now I can see a couple of different things here. So I can open my booking page and I can see all of my appointment schedules. Your booking page is only going to show you this 15-minute meeting, and I'm going to show you why that becomes important in a minute, but let's take a look at that. I'm going to hit Control and Open Booking Page so it opens in a different window for me. This is what it looks like when someone is trying to book a meeting with me. Remember, these are set for Monday, and I said I wasn't available on the 19th, which is a Tuesday, but you can see here that that's X'd out, but these are only Monday meetings. So you can see here all the different times that are available on Mondays. Remember, these were set from 8 to 11, and I had time in between them. Now, the other thing you want to see is see all your appointment schedules. I'm going to Control click that. Go back. This will show me all the different services I am offering. Now, when we add another type of meeting in a moment, this is the page you're going to want to send to people because this is where they can choose what type of meeting they want to book. So now I'm going to show you how you can add an additional meeting to this calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and click anywhere on my page that I want to add it, and I'm going to go to my appointment schedule. And remember here that we had this 15-minute meeting. We can add that at any time anywhere else in our calendar, but we're actually going to create a new appointment schedule. and that is going to bring up all of the same work that we did before. So I'm going to go ahead and put this through for 30-minute meetings, and I'll be back in a moment to show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've now added 30-minute meetings to my page. I'm going to go ahead and show you what this booking page looks like. So this is our 30-minute meeting booking page, and you'll notice here, if I jump to the 19th when these meetings start, you can see right here that I had set the 21st as a Thursday. I am unavailable, but I am available on the 19th here. You can see all of the different availability that I have, and it goes out 60 days. Now, the other thing I want to show you is to see all of your appointment schedules, all of your services. Now you can see here, I have two different meeting types. I have my 15-minute meeting and my 30-minute meeting, and you can then click here to see what those availabilities are. This right here, this link is what you're going to want to share with people so they can pick all of your different meeting types. You can add as many different meeting types as you want to your calendar. And then what you're going to want to do if you want to say add additional. So let's say here, I've got this 30-minute meeting and this 15-minute meeting, but say I realized I have time on this Wednesday to add some more 15-minute meetings. I'm going to click in my calendar again, go to appointment schedule, add availability to existing schedule. So let's say I can just do from 11 to 1, and I'm going to do 15-minute meeting and click save. And I'm going to just do it for this week only. It's only changing it for this particular week. And so now I've added these 15 minutes to my schedule, and they are available. But if you go into my 15-minute meeting page, let's go back, and where are we? So now you can see I have this little time slot available here on the 20th, but it did not add any other Wednesdays. So at any given time, you can do that. Let's go back to my calendar, and let's put in some 30-minute meetings over here just so I can show you one more time. Click on appointment schedule. This is going to be a 30-minute meeting, and I'm going to make this from 12 to 3. And again, there we go. This is this week. And that was the Thursday that I had said I was unavailable. That's why it let me do that. But let's go ahead and add it in on a Wednesday so we can just review that one more time. I click appointment schedule, add availability to my 30 minutes from 12 to 3, click save, and it's for this week only. And so if I go back in to my 30-minute meetings, you can see I added in that time on the 27th. I still have the 26th, 27th, and 28th. So this is definitely a very professional way to show your availability for people and to help them out when it comes to booking appointments with you. If you want to go through this with me at any point in time, please feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. But I hope that this is an awesome way for you to be able to make yourself available for the people in your buildings and in your schools. Have a great day.